Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager, the Underdog Challenge. And today we have the second to last episode of the season and also the series, because we have officially mathematically gotten the challenge. Of course, we need to do the last two races still of the season to wrap it all up. Excuse me, I still have a little bit of a sore throat. I've been sick the past few days, so my voice probably sounds a little bit off. But it's either I record today or there is no episode tonight. So yeah, just going to record and hopefully it's not too bad. But mathematically, as you can see, we have the team standings locked up and the driver standings. We're still going to do our best, of course. I would love to win the last two races as well. We've gotten 7 wins so far with Avio. So that is very nice. Rio de Janeiro then, top speed, medium speed corners and high speed corners, all going to be crucial. Should be good for our engine at the very least. It looks like there might also be some rain, so that could be very interesting. Yeah. Let's see what we can do in these last two episodes. You finished well down in the pecking order. Did you struggle to find the right setup? The setup was fine. We just had the engine turned down. I'm gonna start doing the Binotto way of excuses, which means everything is fine, don't worry, and we'll be better next time. All right. Let's have a look then. Yeah, I realized that we've basically gotten the challenge, but I do want to, of course, finish the last few races, and since we've done over 80 episodes now, might as well do the last two as well, to finish up the season in style, of course. I would have liked maybe also sort of a season that went down to the wire and where we really got to win near the end, but I'm also very happy that we just wrapped up the season anyway, and there's no more excitement, but that's also fine. Basically, we get an early win, aka Hamilton the last few years, except last year. 28 lap race in Rio, 1.18, and 35% chance of rain will be on the Ultras and the Supers. That should be fine. Yeah, pretty good. And we have a lot of money. I could still like buy the factory or something for fun. What would that cost me right now? Our factory is 65, but it won't be. It'll be 61. So we could afford it now and still have a little bit left over. Could be fun. Maybe near the end, like after the final race, when we really don't need any money anymore, we might build it just for fun. Where would that be? View. Ah, there you go. Alright, so we would take up this nice little field here, buy out the farmer for quite a few millions probably, and then build the whole thing. Could be fun. Alright, obviously Ambrosina here is gonna be the best offer. That's about 700,000 per race, if you factor it all in. And now we definitely have enough for the road car factory. Not that it's gonna be finished before the series end, but fun anyway. Looks like we have ourselves a dilemma. Avio. Can we get rid of Nicole Dubois? She's not exactly the greatest race mechanic in the world. I mean, she's not horrible. She's 4 stars. That's half a star less than you. Good pit stops, good chemistry. You're being a little bit picky now. Are you getting a little bit too big for your boots here, Avio? Yeah, we're just gonna say no way. He can take the hit. He just became virtual world champion, so I think he can take a 10 point morale debuff. That shouldn't be to the end of the world here. I guess we'll just take play sport. It's completely fine. Don't need to be too worried about that. And alright, let's go to Rio. As always, we'll take El Banco. I'm not sure we're gonna do Ultras here. I think we might try and do a one-stopper. The only thing is if it rains, obviously that sort of ruins it, but I think let's do something like, well, we should always be fine with 4 Ultra Softs. We're still going to take 8 Ultra Softs and then 4 Supers, but I think we might go a different route. Now, is there anything we want to fit here? I don't think there is. Nope. And no, yeah, okay. All looking good. Then let's get racing. Yeah, so a little bit of a weird anticlimactic start, but well, we're just gonna do what we've always been doing, that is try to win races, wrap up the season, and then bid farewell to Motorsport Manager for a little while at least. F1 Manager should be coming out in 14, 15 days or so. So about 2 weeks. Yeah, very much looking forward to that. Pre-ordered it, so I hope it's good, because it would suck if it isn't and I wasted money on it, but so far it looks really fun. I'm gonna assume it's pretty good. As always, of course, we're gonna wait strip till 80%, and that should get us across the finish line. It's been a little hard to actually get to the finish line the last few races. We had some issues with the parts, but we did make it every single time. It's just now about, yeah, will we keep making it? But I guess it is a little bit risky what we've been doing. I need a track A, there it is. And yeah, I guess we'll start on the inters. Have a look then. What can you do in terms of tires? 11 to 13. I don't know if that's what we're gonna do. I mean, it's 29 degrees, so we could definitely conserve our tires a decent amount. But even then, even if we could make them last to 13, which is hard because we also have our cliff already at 20% on the ultras. Even if we could make 13, that's still only 26. We're short like 2 laps. Could do 1 stint on ultras and 1 on supers. We'll see. For now, let's just go out on the inters, since that is what is required by the weather right now. I think I might have sent you out with qualifying trim. Nope, race trim. Perfect. All right, let's send them out, bring them back in, and have a look. That is really good for Tulipano, not so good on Farah, but I think I'm okay with that. Send you out for 4 laps, that's fine, to be honest. You're just good. That should be only 84%, that's pretty bad. I think we're gonna try and fix you up a little at least. Try something like that. See if this does anything. We'll bring him in once more, and Tulipano is just going to get us more experience. And then we'll just switch to ultras near the end there. Okay. Probably just going to focus on ultras for now. I mean, depending on the rain anyway, we might be using ultras almost the entire race, except for when we use intermediates, so not too bad. On the handling, we need to go the other way. Speed balance, stay where you are, please. This is probably fine. We should get somewhere in the 90% with that, I think. So definitely don't mind that. All right. Probably 1 more lap and then bring them in. Start bringing them in now. So far our times are not that great, but usually we don't do too well in the wet weather conditions, so not too worried yet, but also not too happy. We're just gonna practice on the ultra softs just because I want to do well in qualifying. And then we'll see during race day what we're actually gonna use, but for now I don't mind this. Alright, so no more rain for the rest of the race. That's perfect. And let's see what we can do. No purples, even though we're on ultra softs on a dry track. That is interesting. Need to be out on the qualifying trim at this point, of course. Alright, this does not seem to be our track so far. So far we're just setting really bad times, actually, even on good tires. That is slightly worrying, at least, but well, it's not like we have any other choice, so we're just gonna try and do what we can do. You're also going to be on qualifying relaps and ultra softs. There you go. Alright, and as soon as we have the ultras on tier 3, then we'll go for the supers. Don't think we'll end up using it just because we'd be lucky to even have it at 5%, I think, but let's see anyway. We'll send out Tulipano for Farah for 1 more stint, and Tulipano will bring in. There you go. And you go out on a set of supers, please, for 3 laps. There you go. And Farah now can of course also come in and do the same thing. And there you go. 3 laps please. And on the supers. Yeah, with 2 minutes to go, there's not much we can do here. Even the qualifying trim, we're probably not gonna get tier 3. That does suck a little bit, but nothing much we can do about that. I could have not stopped them. Maybe that would have worked, but I think they still would have had to come in anyway. Ooh, barely made the tier 3. That is very nice. We'll take that. We take those. Alright. Let's see then. Qualifying doesn't seem like it's gonna rain right now. That is halfway into the session. We can expect rain. That means we're just gonna go on the ultras, go on qualifying trim, get 1 or 2 laps out. Hopefully 2, but might be tricky to even get 2 before the rain starts. But that is what we're gonna try still. Let's send them out. Nothing too exciting then in this qualifying. We're just gonna have to go immediately. Of course the AI is gonna do the same. Hopefully we can get 2 stints out, but I'm not too sure about that. And let's speed things up a little bit. Yeah, I kind of doubt. I think it's just gonna be 1. We should have maybe waited a little just to get more track grip down, but yeah, it is what it is. I think no one is going to be able to do another lap. That does suck. But it is what it is. Yeah, we're not going to send anyone out again. We're just going to let it ride now. I think this is going to be the end standings. Actually, Vovsky doing really well, whereas Tulipano didn't do so well. Yeah, there's no point. I mean, once it starts raining, all the times are going to drop down drastically. So no one is going to improve here anymore. We're just going to let it go out. Not waste any of our tires that we might want to use during the race. And let it go. Vovsky, a surprising front row actually. They're on 2nd. Tulipano in 8th. That is disappointing for the virtual world champion. But, well, it is what it is, right? Could have maybe sent out the guys like now. They're not going to make it anymore now. But I could have sent them out for 1 more stint actually. That would have probably been smarter. We had like a little bit of rain there near the end, but could have maybe improved at least Tulipano. I must say the times are really close. Basically everyone here is like 0.01 away from each other, so Hamilton just with a great lap, but Tulipano could have done a little bit better there, I feel. Apologies, had the cough. Still having a few throat issues from the last few days. It's the typical throat/nose infection. Just luckily no corona or anything like that, but not pleasant to have either way. Alright, so are we gonna have rain? It does look like it near lap 20 or so. 19 to 20. Looks like there's gonna be some rain, but we can't really see past that. So what do we do in that case? So we could go for a double ultra softs and really run them into the ground. We could try and make these super softs work till the rain. I think Tulipano can make that work if we give him the trait. So I think for Tulipano we're gonna do supers, and we can also conserve them quite well, and we'll give him the perk. Light footed super softs. And then we won't give him the ultra soft bonus. Whereas I think Vovsky, we're just gonna have him be as aggressive as he can be. And just go for double ultra soft, because anyway he can't make it work with his worse, yeah, 14 to 16. So we'll go for him, we'll just go ultra soft twice, make it till the rain, and then swap. So we're gonna do a 2-stopper on Vovsky, 1 stop on Tulipano, if all goes well. And that means Vovsky can try and defend that 2nd spot, whereas Tulipano can try and gain some spots by pitting less. That seems like pretty good strategy to me, and let's see if that actually works out. Alright, pretty well off the line with Vovsky here. Tulipano I think got sort of a middling start, and off they go. Let's see, we're immediately pushing Hamilton. And we have quite a gap to Surikov, so that is a good sign to me. I do think we're going to immediately pull back to Lopano a bit. I want to conserve his tires, of course. He's fighting a lot of ultra soft runners. I don't particularly care for fighting them too hard, to be honest. I don't mind if he drops off here. Let's conserve our resources with him. But yeah, Vovsky, he's going to have to push for all he's worth if he wants to get, like, either by Hamilton or defend against Sharp here. She's on the hunt. You can see her. She's getting away from the pack there. She's definitely coming for him. We are eventually going to need to push down a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to overheat these tires too much, so we're going to put them on orange. And Sharp is getting closer and closer. That's a little worrying, especially since she's conserving her tires. I'm not sure if Ovsky is going to be able to fend that off, to be honest. Also don't want to use too much of my fuel here. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. And, well, we're actually attacking Hamilton there, who must have made a mistake, ran wide a little or something, but seems to be holding off against Volsky for now. We're going to need to cool down these tires a little bit, so that is unfortunate, but nothing we can do too much about. It is 26 degrees, so definitely just going to be rather warm. Lopano managing to fight off some ultra soft runners and actually going up a spot into 7th. I mean, he really, I don't care for him fighting at all. He's not in the same sort of bracket as ever all these ultra soft runners. Yeah, we just have a very different strategy lined up. Sharp getting much closer. That does worry me a little. The entire pack is actually staying rather close. But eventually we're gonna need to pull down these tires a little bit, and we're also going to need to get back on the fuel here, so I think this is us officially giving up on defending against Sharp here, but it is what it is. Nothing much that can be done about that. We do need to start conserving both our tire temperature and the fuel that we're using. Oh, she seems to have made a pretty big mistake, like she must have run wide a little or something, because that is all of a sudden a second lost from her. Interesting. Alright, Hamilton is getting away a little bit from us here. Unfortunate, of course, but nothing much that can be done about that. Alright. What is the rain gonna do? Yeah, that's intermediates all day for sure. Can't believe I didn't just check immediately what was gonna happen there. If the rain went down, that would have invalidated at least Tulipano's strategy quite a bit. Ooh, safety car. Safety car. That is super awkward. That's a really awkward timing. Looks like everyone is pitting under the safety car. Almost everyone. Alright, so what do we do? First of all, we go blue mode. I think this is horrible for Avio. He had a very good one-stopper locked up. Now we're gonna have to either make him do a two-stop or we keep him out. I mean, he can still make it to lap 20 or something. He's just gonna be on slightly inferior tires. Question is, do we want track position here? Do we want to be in first, basically? Because everyone ahead of him will probably pit. Maybe not the Graaf for some reason, but I feel like most people would pit. We can do a double stack. There's more than enough time between our guys here that we could. And at the very least, Vovsky for sure is coming into the pit. That is not negotiable. He absolutely has to. I think we'll put him on super softs, actually. That probably makes the most sense here, because we have probably like 12 laps or so more to go, 13 maybe. I don't think he's gonna make it on ultras. No, because we can go blue mode for sure. I think we're just gonna stick him on ultras. Yeah, that should be... I think he'll barely make it, especially since we can conserve for one more extra lap. I think that'll be okay. Then for Tulipano, what do we do with you? Gonna have to choose now. So either we give up track position, basically only the Graaf here is gonna stay out. I think everyone else is in the pits ahead of us. Becker not gonna come in. Lipponen gonna come in. Both Red Bulls probably gonna come in. Can I? Oh no, just click on the other guy. Now it's annoying me. So yeah, there you go. Surikov apparently not gonna come in. We could stay out, honestly. We'd probably get overtaken by everyone, but we could still stick to our one-stop strategy. Problem is, do we care for that? I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, everyone else here is gonna come out. They might still even get out ahead of us. I think we just pit. This should be fine. He should also now make it till the end of the race. Or sorry, till the rain starts. So let's do that. It sucks. That basically invalidated our strategy completely. We're gonna give up some track position, but mistake there. That is annoying, but it didn't matter too much since it was under the safety car. Alright, yeah, we should be fine here with 1 lap left. We're basically going to be in the safety car for 2 more laps. If we're not on fresh ultra softs, I think we'd just be in a world of hurt once the safety car ends. We would lose a lot of positions here, I think. Looks like Sharp and Schmidt are going for the super soft, which is also definitely a viable strategy, but I feel like with this heat, we should be able to make it last till the rain. So I think an ultra soft here is fine, to be honest. Gonna lose a lot of heat in our tires, but that's perfect, because then we can use that coldness for when we actually want to push a little, which is when this race is gonna restart. So let's wait on that. Alright. As soon as it leaves. There you go. That was it leaving. So we're gonna go red for a tiny bit, but definitely not for too long. And we got the timing pretty right, because most other people were still on yellow or red, and that was a really good restart for Vovsky, who immediately overtook the Graaf there, who is of course on old ultra soft. I do think we're going to immediately pull back on those tires. I don't particularly care for running through them now. Keep them on yellow for now. I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, let's keep it as is. I don't mind burning that fuel since we just got a lot of it from the safety car. And yeah, now we just wait. We need to last at least like 8 more laps or so. That should definitely be feasible with this new set of tires. I think these super softs here weren't that good. You can see why we staying out was there just so bad, because you can see the Graaf is dropping like a brick, Becker is dropping like a brick, Surikov is gonna drop, and all of them still need to pit. So yeah, this was just a lot better. It does suck because I think we had a very good strategy for both our drivers locked up, but this is fine too. We played the hand we're dealt, and in this case that was a safety car. It does look like Sharp is gonna overtake us again, which sucks, but nothing much we can do about that. Even on worse tires, she's just going past us, or not. Lost out again a little bit there. Now we do need to pull back on the fuel once more. Used up a little bit, maybe too much of it. And Tulipano quite comfortably ahead of a lot of people, not Schmidt. The Graaf here, I don't know what he's doing, but he hit his cliff also on the ultra softs here, so he's now just dropping even more. That's cost him a lot of second, yeah. Oh my god. Sorry, buddy, but that is not your race. Alright, so we're holding off decently for now. We only need to last for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so more laps. So we can probably... No, let's keep it on yellow. We can always push near the end of this tire, but for now, let's keep it as is. Alright, lots of people still going on fresh tires right now. That's ill-advised, let's just say. I mean, yeah, they have to, I suppose. Here, Gonzalez and Woodford as well. But yeah, with the rain coming in a few laps, obviously you want to be on the intermediates. The last lap or so, it's going to be better to be on the wets. Last 2 laps maybe, but yeah, with 4 laps at least on inters, we're just going to stick to inters. That seems a lot better. All right. We're gonna need to conserve our tires a little bit here. We're gonna go blue mode. That does suck for our pace, of course. But I do want these tires to last for another 2 laps. It's gonna be a bit tough, actually, because... Well, not for Tulipano, but maybe for Volsky, that's gonna be awkward timing. We have till 20%. I mean, ideally we do one more lap here, and I think we're just gonna try. I think we are gonna hit our cliff on Volsky, but that's just... no. Now we're gonna awkwardly double stack them. That's unfortunate. That is really... Well, we could stay out one more lap with the Lopano, I suppose. Yeah, we're not gonna double stack because that's insanely risky. My god, Lipponen, what are you doing? Another safety car? Okay. We saw that live, actually. Okay, well, now we definitely just double stack. There's no point in not coming in. This is insanely bad for Hamilton, by the way, that he pitted outside of the safety car 1 lap before. We're gonna go on the intermediates just like everyone else is. And we're just gonna double stack. I mean, there's no point in not doing so. We're immediately, of course, gonna go low and low. And yeah, let's pit. So we are going to be a little bit awkwardly behind each other. This double stack isn't going to be perfect, but since we're behind the safety car anyway, it shouldn't matter too much. And that was not that much. That wasn't too bad. I think it would have been very bad if Volsky there had a... Yeah. You just pitted. Don't beg for more pit stops. It would have been very bad if we had a mistake, but now it's pretty good. So yeah, we're in pretty decent shape here. I mean, we're on fresh tires. We can save a lot of our resources. And we're number 2 and 3. Now, I am not under the illusion that we're going to go past Sharp. She's been driving like a monster out there. Even on worse tires, she managed to go by us a few times almost. These guys should still come into pit, you would assume. Or not. Okay. Ill-advised, ill-advised. Yeah, I know the heat is out of the tires, but that's perfectly fine. We're gonna go red as soon as the race restarts, and we have a lot of excess fuel now. Almost a full lap of extra fuel, so that should be fine. Let's see, as soon as there you go. That was the moment. We go red. And yeah, we get one of the best restarts, hopefully, again. Not a great restart. We're not really pushing Sharp much. And our guys are fighting here. That's also not ideal, but... after the great season Volsky has given us, I don't want to do team orders or anything like that. He's just gonna have to... Filipano's gonna have to get by him on merit if he wants to. Since we're not really fighting for the specific points anymore, I don't care which one gets second or third. So yeah, just fight it out, guys. Good luck. Alright. About 6 laps remaining as soon as we cross the finish. So the tires we can definitely push as hard as we want. Fuel, obviously, we're going to need to pull back at some point. I think we're just going to do that now, actually. And we'll be able to use orange mode for quite a while. And yeah, let's see how we do here. I think we're going to go just push mode now. Don't want to bring up the heat of these tires too much. Then we won't be able to push near the end of the race, but let's push it a little bit because the Ferraris are right on our tail. And, well, we don't want to get overtaken now, do we? As expected, Sharp is quite a bit ahead of us. Sorry, I had to cough a little bit there again. I didn't expect us to overtake her, to be honest. She's just driving really well on this track. But yeah, we're holding our own against the Ferrari so far, so that's not too bad. Let's go orange mode now that we're getting into the higher bandwidth of heat. And oh, okay, that's proper. Yeah, that's a thunderstorm. Wow. All right, so this is when, yeah, I know. This is when it's going to be pretty bad to be on intermediates, but with only 3 laps to go, I don't think there's any point. Like, yes, we're probably going to be a few seconds per lap slower than all these guys on the wets, but with 3 laps to go, what is a few seconds, you know? If there was like 5, 6, 7 laps to go, I would consider it. Because these guys are going to be a lot quicker than us now. But there is just no point in coming in now. So we're not doing so. Tulipano, you need to... We're hitting the max bandwidth of our... okay, well, everyone actually came into pit. That is really dumb. Sharp? What, you came into pit and you swapped the new intermediates? Not even Ferrari could cook up something like this. That is unbelievable. What? Hamilton and Schmidt did the same thing? This is... At least just stay out then. What are you doing? That is so unbelievably dumb. That might be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen the AI do in this game. I mean, normally, sometimes they cook up some really cool schemes. A lot of the time, they can be outgamed a little bit. Like, they won't come up with the best strategies. But, like, this is just straight up... This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen them do, to be honest. Like, I could sort of get it if you went in for the wets. But why the hell would you come in and go to a fresh set of inters when the other inters could easily last you till the end of the race? I don't understand that. I think something must have triggered it to see like, oh, well, it's very wet, we need to come in. And then for some reason they thought, well, we're not going to put on wets though. We're going to put on a fresh set of inters. That is... Alright. I guess Sharp just decided to be a charity case and gave us the 1-2. That was, in the end, the easiest race we've ever had, just because the AI decided we don't want points. Look at me. I'm the Ferrari now. Alright, well, that's interesting. Hamilton and Schmidt, they just threw away any points they could have had, because they went from 4 and 5 to 12 and 16. That was just harebrained, just unbelievably dumb. Cool. Well, thank you very much for all the points and the free win. Vovsky, that is his first race this season. His first race win, that is. I think that is very nice for him. He's been a loyal servant to this team, and I'm very glad to see him finally get his win, his spot in the spotlight. That is very nice. I'm happy about that, but also completely befuddled by apparently the Ferrari strategists took over in this game, and they even messed up Steinman Motorsport. Very interesting. Well, enjoy your 3rd place. You could have had 1st easily, but we will gladly take a 1-2, and that actually brings Boris into the top 3 now, also above Surikov. That's really funny. Alright, well, that extended our lead even more. Very nice. I'm still just befuddled. I've never seen the AI do that. That is insane. Like, tire life was completely fine. If you're gonna come in, okay, at least switch to wets, you know? But why switch to intermediates again? Plan C, plan C. Alright, well, we get some more money. And we make our chairman very happy with another race win. And yeah, like I said, really happy for Boris that he managed to get a win this season is of course great for him. And that should have been a very, very good podium for him. That makes 8 wins now for us in total, 7 for Avio and 1 for Vovsky. Hopefully we can make that 9 by winning the Dubai Grand Prix. That will be the next episode, and it will be the last episode. I think in that episode we'll talk a little bit about F1 Manager, and maybe the run that I plan on doing. But let's see. I mean, for now, I think this was more than enough. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking by this series after 81 episodes. That's an insane amount of time to watch me ramble and race. I hope you had fun, and see you in the next episode. Bye.